So this is the part I want to show how sad it was to just live life like there wasn't any tomorrow. That's how it felt. I was living life like there was no tomorrow. I was living life it doesn't exist. I was living life like tomorrow doesn't exist.
What do you want to do for the happy section?
Okay, so because of all of the energy I've got these days, I just want to sort of highlight that. And I think jumping on a trampoline. So let's do that.
Okay.
Those C chords again.
Yeah.
Where are you? Trampoline. I want to jump on the trampoline. G'day there. Now, I don't know what you've been told about how the human body gets its energy, but I'm guessing it's probably come from the food pyramid, the government, or some dietitian who thinks cereal is health food. Well, let me tell you straight, they've got it all backwards. Today I want to walk you through how your body actually fuels itself, what it burns first, what it burns best, and why most people today are running on the nutritional equivalent of unleaded petrol fumes. This isn't just theory, it's the story of how I turned my own health around by going back to the way we were built to live. So let's get into it. The fuel ladder. Your body doesn't pick the best fuel first, it picks the most urgent one to get rid of. Here's how it works, from top to bottom. And yes, this list is in order of priority for the body to remove. First, alcohol, the poison that comes first. The moment alcohol hits your system, the body drops everything to deal with it. Why? Because it's poison, full stop. Your liver stops burning fat, stops making ketones, and goes into full-blown detox mode. You don't use alcohol for energy because it's good. You burn it because you have to. And as long as alcohol is in your system, you won't make a single ketone, not one. So even just 1 or 2 drinks will knock you out of fat burning. It's that toxic. Next up are carbs, sugar, starch, grains, all of it. Your body burns them first. But not because they're clean or preferred, it's because they're toxic in excess and the body needs to clear them out fast. And here's the kicker. Once your cells have topped up with glucose for immediate energy, your body doesn't just throw the rest away. It converts it into saturated fat through a process called de novo lipogenesis. That fat gets stored on your body, usually around your gut, hips, or liver, because it is energy, just the kind you can't access when your insulin is high. This is exactly why people eating high-carb diets get fat. They're constantly topping up their fuel tank, but insulin slams the door shut on the storage shed. So you get hungrier, more tired, and eventually metabolically broken. And while we're at it, carbs also derange your hunger signaling. They spike your insulin, drop your blood sugar, and leave you reaching for another snack an hour later. Let's be honest. Who hasn't been stumbling down the street at 2 a.m. after a night out, lined up at the kebab van, shoveling chips into your face like your life depends on it? Yeah, been there too. That's not hunger. That's a blood sugar crash. And just like with alcohol, your body's priority is to clear it out. Not because it's helpful, because it's dangerous in excess. Fat and ketones, what we are actually designed for. When you're not eating, or when you're eating properly, your body starts doing what it was always meant to do, burning fat and making ketones. Your fat stores get broken down into fatty acids, and your liver converts some of those into ketones. Ketones are clean, efficient, and stable. They give you more energy per oxygen molecule, cause less oxidative stress, and keep your brain firing sharp. This isn't some backup system. It's our default metabolic setting. It's how humans made it through winters, dry seasons, and long hunts. This is the fuel that made us human. why the carnivore diet makes sense. Now here's where it all comes together. A proper carnivore diet removes the junk. No alcohol, no sugar, no grains, just meat, fat, organs, salt, and real human fuel. This isn't some trend, it's how we lived for most of our evolutionary history. Once you're fat adapted, everything changes. No more crashes, no more brain fog, no more roller coaster hunger. Just clear, stable energy, better digestion, less inflammation, and the freedom that comes from not being chained to carbs every 2 hours. Common myths. Let's bust them all right. Let's clear out some of the garbage we've all been told. You need carbs to live. Nope, your body makes its own. Zero dietary requirement. You need carbs for energy. Wrong again. Fat and ketones give more bang for your metabolic buck. A little alcohol is good for your heart. Yeah, and a little arsenic is good for your bones. No thanks. Fibre is essential. Not really. Many folks have better digestion without it, especially when they cut out plants altogether. You can't build muscle without carbs. You absolutely can. Protein and fat do the job, and ketones actually help protect muscle. You need veggies for vitamins. Animal foods blow plants out of the water for nutrient density and bioavailability. Fasting puts you in starvation mode. False. It puts you in fat-burning mode. That's the good stuff. Keto's dangerous long-term. Rubbish. Ketosis is natural, healthy and sustainable, especially when it's based on meat, not magic powders. Meat rots in your gut. Absolute nonsense. Meat digests faster than most plant matter and gets absorbed efficiently. Saturated fat clogs your arteries. Nope, that old myth's been debunked over and over. You need a balanced diet with all food groups. Balance doesn't mean mixing poison with medicine. Some food groups don't belong in the human diet. Look, this isn't just about food. It's about the garbage we've been fed from the top down. Ignore the mainstream media. Ignore the government food guidelines. Ignore the plant-based dogma. They've led us into a mess of obesity, diabetes, mental illness, and chronic disease. And worst of all, they've convinced people that real food is dangerous, that meat is bad, that fat will kill you, that lab-grown soy patties are the future. It's all nonsense. The truth is simple. We were built to eat animals and burn fat. That's how we heal. That's how we thrive. So if this clicked for you, head over to the Eyes on Carnivore channel on YouTube and check out the playlist called Humans Are Carnivore. It'll open your eyes, and it might just change your life. Hope you have a cracker of a day, and stay free.